How about boom bust cycles in the current revolution? We will have many of them. Here is one example. Driverless vehicles. So when did the driverless vehicle business start? Japanese started driving driverless vehicles, first 100 miles on their highways in 1977. And they gave up very quickly because they realized that it was just a hard problem. Ernst Dickmanns in Germany, in one of the universities, drove it, got very excited, drove this Mercedes-Benz van in early 1980s. He was called by Daimler-Benz. They funded him the tune of $3 million at that time. And he drove actually the driverless vehicle for about 1,000 miles on one of the autobahns in between France and Germany. Not in streets, but straight lane in the autobahn. The guy was still there, but he was not touching the pedal and so on. Carnegie Mellon around the same time built driverless cars too. Daimler-Benz realized very quickly that, man, this problem is far too hard for Ernst Dickmanns to solve. And they lost interest in the early 1990s. So the hype went down. I wouldn't say it was much of a hype. There were very few people. Now let's look at what happened recently. So Waymo, so there was a particular challenge given by one of the US government agencies. And Waymo, which is a Google sister company, started testing driverless cars in 2017. Had very good success, but more than success, it had very good marketing. And Morgan Stanley in 2018 said the value of Waymo is $175 billion, which was at that time 1.6 times the value of the three largest car companies in US: Chrysler, General Motors, and Ford. What happens next is investors invest about $100 billion. $100 billion in 80 such driverless vehicle companies. Went on for a couple of years. They did not show much progress. 10 companies in 2022 were acquired, what is called acqui-hire, for the talented professionals they had. 6 companies, particularly driverless trucking companies, went bankrupt. So here is the sixth characteristic of the Industrial Revolution. Once these inventions seep into the society, we often wondered, how did we do without these inventions? I have seen actually wireless phones come out, I have seen smartphones come out, and now I myself wonder that I can do all calendaring on my smartphone wherever I am, and how was I living? Right? So e-commerce came out, smartphones and GPS. How did we still remember until 2000, I was driving with actually a physical map. But this is what happens, and this is what we will see once the inventions of fourth industrial revolutions come in, seep in.